Hello friends, welcome back to the vlog channel. It's been a couple of weeks since I have vlogged last. That is because I've been working on a project that I cannot tell you about, but I have been vlogging it. I just can't post the vlog yet. But I figured I would start another vlog because, I don't know, it's been a while. And I think it might finally be time for me to paint my nail polish tower. I think I've been talking about this since September or even August maybe. When we first moved to this apartment, we had movers and somehow they got paint on the nail polish tower, and I was like, this is a good excuse to repaint it. And I bought paint a while ago and I just never got around to doing it. And I told myself I was going to do it during Vlogmas, and then I didn't end up even finishing Vlogmas. And now I'm just like, you know what? I kind of have to do this because it's been a long time and it needs a refresh. Maybe I can start today with the sanding and the priming. Before that, I am actually about to head out. Me and my friend Leah, who you probably know if you watch the vlog channel because she's in a lot of vlogs. She's also my co-host of my podcast. We are going to meet up at a little random cafe she found, and we're gonna have like a little work day together. We're probably not gonna spend the whole day there, but we are gonna at least get lunch because I saw they have a good vegan menu. And then I will come back here and maybe get started on the nail polish tower. So basically I take everything off of it, then I want to sand it, then I want to prime it, and then I don't know how long it takes to let the priming dry, and then I have to paint it, let that dry, and then I have to put all the polishes back on it. And this weekend I also want to head back to the Strip. I do have a reservation for a place. I feel like I haven't shared the stuff that we've done in the last couple of weeks. We haven't gone to any especially exciting dinners on the Strip, which I have been sharing with you guys, but last weekend we did go to the hockey game, the New Jersey Devils versus the Golden Knights. I did take a couple of clips of that so I can show you right here. It ended up being really fun. I think the teams were pretty well matched. We did end up losing. I'm a Devils fan, I'm not a Golden Knights fan, but we did end up losing in a shootout, which personally I love when games go to shootouts when I go to them because I feel like I'm paying for the game, but then I get extra time of playtime for free. So I don't know, I just get excited when it happens. That's probably a strange mindset to have. Yeah, other than that, we took a quick break from the Strip just because it's been relatively cold, but the weather is finally starting to get nice. Obviously, it is super gloomy right now. I'm not sure if you can tell by how dark this video is, but it is a very gloomy day outside, but it is supposed to get pretty warm this week, and then potentially this weekend, I think they said it's going up to the 70s. So I'm very excited about that. And I do have a reservation for a place, but I will talk about that later. But yeah, I gotta go to the cafe. We're gonna have our little work day, and then I'll catch up with you during or after. So we'll see. We'll see where the vlog takes us. I don't know. Hello. It is a few hours later. We went to the coffee shop, we worked for a few hours, we had lunch, and now I'm back. And it was a really small local coffee shop, so I didn't show you guys. But I figured now we could finally start the thing that I've been procrastinating for several months now, which is painting this nail polish tower. Let me show you just what exactly is going on here. So a little bit of background on the nail polish tower. It was made for me by an old boyfriend, and it was actually given to me unfinished. Not the project was unfinished. The tower was done, but the wood wasn't finished and it also wasn't sanded. So I actually painted it a few times, but then when we moved here, the movers got paint on it in like little random spots. Let me see if I can show you. So I feel like you can see it really well, like right here-ish, where there's like a little gray paint on it. I tried washing it off, but it is paint. So that is on there. And also I feel like I kind of did a little sloppy of a job gluing everything. So I figure I can cover that up with paint. We also have some pieces that I have put on without paint on certain parts of it. So I don't know. It's just a little sloppy. It's a little dirty. So we're gonna fix her up. We're gonna do a little renovation of her. So yeah, like I said, I actually bought a bunch of stuff from Home Depot in like August or September, and I don't even remember what I have, but I've had this bag sitting here for so long. So let's go through it together. There's not that much. What is this? Oh, this is the paint. I think I ended up going with this one, Phantom Mist. It's kind of like a warm, dark gray. I figured that would be nice. What is the brand called? Glidden. So that's the color that we're going with. I just figured it would be a nice little change from this. Not too different, but just kind of like a grayer version of what it is now. It's so gloomy out, I feel like it's hard to tell. But right now it's this like dark, I don't even remember what this was, but whatever. I also got some stuff to sand. So I remember when I went to the Home Depot, I just went to one of the guys in the painting section and I was like, okay, I have no idea what to do. I have a wooden piece of furniture polisher and I want to repaint it and I have no idea how. So he was like, you need to sand it, then you need to prime it, and then you need to paint it with the color. So I got this. This is the Edge Detailing Sanding Sponge, and I got it. It's like got little angles on it. I figured that would be good for like getting into the areas. So I'm going to sand it and then I'm gonna have to wipe it down because it's gonna be, you know, all sandy. And then I have this stuff. He said this was the primer I should get. This is the Kills 2 All-Purpose Primer. So I got that. And then I got this angled 2-inch brush because again, I figured it would be easy to get into the angles with that. So yeah, I mean, the first time I painted it, I remember I actually took off everything because it's just glued together with wood glue, but I'm not going to do that again because it was so tedious to put back together. So yeah, I guess the first step is just taking everything off, which is gonna be fun. So yeah, let's just do it. Oh my gosh, look at this army of nail polishes. I tried to keep the Orlys in rainbow order, but the ILMPs were not really in a great order, so I wanted to redo those. But, ooh, this is satisfying. Also, don't mind, I keep my collection boxes over here. And here is what the nail polish tower looks like. As I was turning it, I broke off this one bottom piece. And I have wood glue, but I cannot find it for my life. I have no idea where it is. And I know I just recently used it, and I thought I would have put it back in the linen closet, but apparently I didn't. Also, look at how dusty this is. Oof, this needs a good cleaning, but I haven't cleaned it a long time because I'm like, oh, I'll just clean it when I'm repainting it, but I haven't repainted it. So I really need to find this wood glue and then we can start sanding. I probably should have put on a mask for this, and I might still put on a mask, but first of all, this grit is probably way too fine for me to be doing this. I did forget to tell you, I remember when I went to Home Depot, the guy said that I didn't have to sand it if I used this primer, but there were some pieces that were just like a little rough, and I get splinters from this sometimes, so I did want to file as much as I could, or sand down. So that's why I wanted to do this. I might not be able to get every little part of it. There's just some pieces that are a little chipped. Look at how dusty I am. But yeah, I think I'm gonna put on a mask because I'm breathing in like all this dust and it's not good for you to do that. Luckily, I have these handy. Oh my gosh, wow. I gotta tell you, this endeavor is incredibly dusty. My camera already has so much dust on it, but I have been dusting. It's literally all over my pants and shirt. I don't know why I'm wearing black. Although to be fair, that's the majority of what I own. This is already like pretty much done. Like it's soft now. So I'm having a hard time sanding even just like the outer bits that I wanted to sand. So I think I'm gonna have to go back to Home Depot, which is very annoying because I was literally right next to a Home Depot when I was working at that cafe today. So I think what I want to do is maybe go to the gym and then run to Home Depot and pick up some more. I guess I'm gonna have to get new wood glue because I literally scoured the apartment. Maybe I used it, or maybe Ryan used it up because it is not anywhere. And then I also need more of these little sander things, and I think I'm gonna get a higher or lower grit because this is just super soft. Although it's been helpful. Like I pulled out a bunch of little splinters that were sticking out. Are they called splinters? I don't know. Clearly I don't know what I'm doing here. I feel like all the home improvement people who are watching this are probably screaming. But yeah, so I think that's the plan. So I will catch up with you when I do that. I am back. I went to the gym and I figured it's probably better to keep on sanding before I shower rather than after because I got covered in dust before. So don't mind that I'm a little sweaty. Let me show you what I got. I got some Gorilla Glue and then I got more of these sanding sponges. I got the 80 grit this time and I got a 2-pack. So hopefully this will do a little bit better. I'm just gonna turn on some music and I'm just gonna keep on sanding. But first I'm gonna wear my mask because before it did not taste good. It is the next day. I just cleaned this with wet paper towel and I got all the dust off. Now it's just kind of drying because I got it a little bit wet. So far so good. I also glued back that one little piece that broke off. So now the next step would be to paint it. Oh, and by the way, just quick disclaimer, if you are doing a project like this at home, please wear protective gear. You should wear gloves, you should wear a mask, and you should wear protective eyewear. Anything that I'm doing is dumb, okay? Don't follow my way of doing this. In fact, I should have worn protective eyewear yesterday because I was getting all sorts of dust everywhere and I really shouldn't have. That was dangerous. But anyway, like I was saying, the next step is going to be to paint the primer and let it dry. I'll catch up with you when something's going on.
Popping bottle champagnes all night, running up your mouth like it's all fine.
Okay, I just put down one garbage bag for this and then one to put the paint, but I think I'm gonna put more garbage bags down. Also, I feel like this is still a little dusty, so maybe I need to wipe it down a second time. Then I will start priming. Okay, we're in the main living space. I've got my brush here. Is there anything more satisfying than a fresh new brush? All surfaces must be clean, but it doesn't say how to do it. Do you have to mix it? Touch in 30 minutes, paint in 1 hour. Wow, this is fast. Okay, avoid contact with eyes, avoid breathing in spray mist. This doesn't say if you stir it or anything. I'm gonna turn off the heat and I'm gonna open the balcony door. So it might get loud. Oh my gosh, this does smell kind of strong. I wonder if I should be wearing a mask for this as well. It is purely white. I guess I don't know, should I stir it? Is this a bad idea? Are you supposed to stir primer? It is important to give the primer you use a good stir before applying it. Even if it says it's not necessary on the can, it's still a good idea to grab a stick and give it a stir. Ooh, oh my goodness. Yeah, this definitely needed to be stirred. I don't know if you can tell. Can you see that it's all separated? Look at this. That is some separation. That needs to be stirred together. Good thing I looked this up actually, because that would have been bad. I feel like it's hard to see how satisfying this is because it's white and you can't like see the details of it, but it is tasty looking. And I mean that in a joking way. Don't eat paint, obviously. Should we start in the middle so you guys can see it? Let's just start right here. Ooh, this is already too much on the brush. Good start, Kelli. Good start. Good start. Well, that's why I was also thinking I should start from the top because I feel like I'm gonna drip. Like how covered does this have to be? Or is it just like a crumb coat kind of situation, you know? It's gonna be so interesting to see it white. Unless it dries clear, I don't actually know. Let's speed through it.
시선들 그건 이미 패스 날 스캔하는 이 남자 한수 잘해 나였음 벌써 이미 패스 너 뭔데 자꾸 비주얼 거주알 일러 바치는 거야 너 제가 죽으려면 죽는 신용이라도 할 거야? 좀 주체적으로 살아봐 아 인생을 말이야 네가 없으면 빈몸으로 살아야 될 거 아니야 Every day and night 단 나답게 oh 단 나답게 Every day and night 당당하게
Hello. Okay, it has been about 3.5 hours. I have primed the tower. I did one coat everywhere, and then I did 2 coats the places that are like visible, like these outer pieces and then the inner core of it. I did get a little bit on my pants, but that's okay because these are the sweatpants that I wear when I paint my nails. So they're already kind of messed up, but now the white is a little bit more noticeable, but I don't really care. So yeah, I'll keep you updated. Hello friends, it's the next day. I gave this the evening and night to dry. It looks pretty decent. It's not perfect, but it's just the primer. Now we are going to paint on the actual color. Now I just opened this. This is the color Phantom Mist by Glidden. This is looking very brown, which I kind of wanted it to be a warm gray, but you know what? It is what it is. Ryan thinks that maybe once it dries, it'll maybe be a little bit more gray, but even if it's brown, that's fine. A small part of me is stressed that people are going to complain on my videos that they liked it better before. So I guess it's better the closer it is to what it was before. But yeah, I'm just gonna use the same little stirring stick as before because I forgot to get a second one, but this is totally dry, so it shouldn't mess it up, I don't think. And yeah, we're just gonna get started and then I will let it dry. I do have to open the windows before I start. So yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah, this is brown. I don't know if you can see it, but this is brown.
Hi, let's go. Alright, let's take a look at our weather forecast today.
Today's forecast, a lot of sunshine, blue skies, marine clouds. Just a perfect day to go outside and relax. That's your forecast. We'll be right back.
Yeah, sunny days, no clouds in the sky, about to get away. Feels like it's been a freaking decade. Sorry, don't call me cause I'm gonna be on break. Sunny day, make way. All the stress and doubt, yeah, not today. Feels like it's been a freaking decade. Sorry, don't call me cause I'm gonna be on break. Got the tropical.
Hello friends. Okay, it is afternoon now. I didn't get very far, but I do need to take a quick break because I have to go to my laser hair removal appointment. So I just showered and changed, but this is basically all I've done. I did all of like the inner parts, which I think is the hardest because I had to like go in with the brush kind of sideways and paint all the inner bits and the corners. And then I just did this one side so far. It's turning out a lot browner than I expected it to be. I thought it was going to be a warm gray, which is basically what the picture showed. I still haven't done the bottom of the shelves or the underneath of the shelves on this side, and I also still have the other 3 sides to go. So this is going to take longer than expected, but I do have to run to my appointment, so I will be right back. Well, it's gonna take a couple of hours, but I'll be back soon for you guys. Hello, I'm back from the laser hair removal. It went very well, wasn't too painful, but I do get numbing cream, so I think we're gonna maybe go on a little walk because it is beautiful out. It is in the 70s right now. I've got the door open, it might be a little loud, but yeah, I think I'm gonna do that with Ryan, and then I will keep on painting this nail tower. So I'll keep you updated.
24/7 golden hour like a boss. And they say, yo, guess you got a 2 o'clock appointment for a champagne shop, oh yeah. I'm busy trying to take it higher. Got no time for never, only spending cheddar. Wish I could do this forever. Chilling with the hottest company. They all wanna welcome me to their private penthouse suite. Yeah, now I got the key. Rooftop pool, got a heli on speed. Ocean view from the highest peak. I'm complete, oh, I want this to stay. Please don't go away. Yeah. Sunny days, no clouds in the sky, about to get away. Feels like it's been a freaking decade. Sorry, don't call me cause I'm gonna be on break. Sunny day, make way. All the stress.
Good morning, friends. It is Saturday, which means it is date night, but yesterday, I think I filmed most of it, but I ended up painting a full first coat on the nail polish tower. I did not do the undersides, but I'm going to do that this morning, and then I will show you the progress. So I do want to do a second coat of the nail polish tower, let it dry, go to the strip tonight, have a fun night, and then hopefully tomorrow it'll be dry enough to start putting stuff back on it because I need to start filming more videos again. So yeah, that's the plan. Let me eat, then I'll show you.
Here we invite only positivity to this party. Don't want no drama with any bad karma. Got a lot of that in La Vida Loca. Just wanna let it all go. Yeah, I can't say no when I'm this free. Don't wanna go home, oh I can't sleep. Weather's so nice, only got good vibes. Yeah, we're here chillin' in paradise. Sunny day, sunny day.
Okay, the second coat is on. If it looks a little patchy, I think that's just because of the glare, because this is a glossy paint. So I am gonna let it dry and then we shall see how it looks and if it needs any touch-ups. So yeah, I am tired of this project already. Hello, it is many hours later. The nail polish tower is drying away. There's some spots that I see that need to be like spot touched. Not totally in love with how it turned out. I also feel like I don't know that I should have primed it because it took 2 coats to cover the primer and it still has like a little bit of white showing through in some spots, but maybe that's just because I'm bad at painting. But it also just kind of looks thick on. The last time I did this, I spray painted it, so I feel like that was like a softer amount of product and now it's like a lot. We'll discuss it more once it's fully dry, then we can assess the situation. But if you couldn't tell, I am dressed now because we're gonna go to the Strip for our date night. It's been a while since I've taken you guys to the Strip because we haven't gone to any like fancy places on the Strip. So yeah, I just showered, put on some makeup, put on this shirt that's like a big shirt. I have some red pants on and it is absolutely stunning out. It's 74 degrees right now, so very great day to be going on the Strip. And tonight we are going to a place called Momofuku. It is in the Cosmopolitan and I have had this reservation for like a month. So apparently it's very hard to get a reservation on a Saturday night. And it's not even for that late, it's for 5:30 because we've been wanting to go to like relatively early dinners out, if you haven't noticed the theme, just so that we have time to kind of wander before and after. So Momofuku is pretty much known for like their noodles and their ramen, and I'm very excited. There's a noodle bowl that I've been wanting to try for so long, so we're finally going there tonight. And then I don't know, maybe we'll go somewhere for dessert, or I don't think they have desserts there. I don't know, maybe we'll just wander around and see what happens. I will see you when we get to the Strip. Hi friends, oh my gosh, it's been 2 days since I've talked to you. I did not update you after we went to dinner, and I only remembered because we're on our way to the Strip right now. I will say we went to Momofuku and it was not the best experience. In fact, I didn't enjoy my food at all. I could barely eat it. I got the, I think it was the ginger scallion noodles. They were so salty that I genuinely could not eat it. Ryan got the spicy miso ramen. He liked it. He thought it was okay. And then he was like, oh, just take the noodles home and I'll eat them as leftovers. And we went home and I had cereal for dinner. The next day, Ryan tried to eat my leftovers and he literally could not. He like spit them out. So it was not the best. Although, crazy enough, the people next to us got the same noodles and they were like, we were pretty close to them, but they were like, this is so delicious. This is the best noodles I've ever had. So I don't know, maybe I just have bad taste, but yeah, did not love that. I haven't done anything more with my nail polish tower because I wanted to give it a decent amount of time to dry. I will update you on that tomorrow. But yeah, we're gonna go hang out on the Strip for a little bit because why not? Hello friends, it is the next day and I just brought my nail polish tower in because it is officially fully dry. So here is what it looks like, and I have to say I'm not totally 100% pleased with it. My main issue is that I got paint that is semi-glossy, so I don't know if you can see, well pretty much right there you can see, but when it hits the light, the reflection of the light, it almost looks like there's little pieces that still look white, and that bothers me a little bit, but it didn't bother me enough for me to buy new paint. While I was in the process of painting it, I was kind of thinking this is probably going to be the last time that I mess with this, because like I said, this is not the first time I've done it. It's definitely frustrating enough that I don't want to make this a frequent occurrence, and that's why I haven't done it in so many years. So yeah, I'm just going to pop the nail polishes back on. I do like to save the top row for whatever I'm reviewing or whatever I have to review soon, and then then everything else is going to be, well, I don't know actually, because here's my problem. I originally populated it here, my Orly and my ILNP polishes, because I had like half a tower's worth of each of those. But I feel like I'm starting to get too many of both brands. And now I can't fit all of both brands on here anymore. So I was wondering if maybe I should swap out one of them and then eventually this can just be all Orly. And a few of you have actually noticed that I switched it out to Orly when I moved here, but that's actually also not the first switch I've done. When I first started making videos, it was all China Glaze. And then I switched it to OPI, and now it has been Orly and ILNP, but I think I might just make it all Orly. But I don't think I have enough Orly to fill it up now, so I'm trying to think of what brand I have a good amount of, but not like a huge amount of. And I was kind of thinking KB Shimmer, but then I don't have enough room for all of my ILNPs, so I might have to actually buy another one of these Helmers. I'm gonna start with the Orlys and then see how much room I have, because I have a bunch of Orlys over here that I have not fit onto this in the past, so we'll start with that and we'll just see.
Problems. I would never thought that you could be causing these problems. It smells so bright with eyes like these diamonds. Caution. I know I should have known. Right now you're not alone. I don't wanna get in trouble. See where you stand. I don't wanna see you crumble. To recall what we meant. All the words you never said. All the questions in my head. 'Cause you're trouble, yeah. Yeah, you're trouble. Yeah, you're trouble. 'Cause you're trouble.
Hello, it's the next day. I meant to do an outro, but I had to run to the doctor, which is honestly ironic because I remember when I was buying the stuff back in like September, or I don't know, it might have even been August, to buy the supplies for my nail polish tower. I was having, if you guys remember, that crazy infection in my leg that never healed. It's gone now, by the way. But now, ironically, my other leg has been bothering me. I've been having so much knee pain, and it's been going on for like a month. And I thought it was just like, I'm old now, and that's just what it feels like to be an older person. Not that I'm even that old, I'm 31. Yeah, I thought it was just being old for a while, and then I casually mentioned it to somebody and they were like, no, you're not supposed to have knee pain, that's not normal. So I ended up going to the doctor yesterday, and it turns out that it's not normal. I do have some inflammation in my knees, so now I have to take some medication to help me out, and I have like a little knee brace. I'm not wearing it right now, but honestly, it does make me feel a little bit better. Glad I went, and that's your PSA for if you're having any pain anywhere, go to a doctor. But anyway, now I'm wearing my full face of makeup because I was just filming my first videos with the new nail polish tower painted. It's not a new tower, but it's newly painted. Honestly, I feel like it looks exactly the same in the background of my videos, but you will see that tomorrow. So definitely check that out on my main channel if you are curious. But yeah, this is what it looks like. And I didn't fill this bottom row because, oh, I don't even know if I explained to you. I ended up putting my KB shimmers on the bottom instead of my ILNP because I have too many ILNPs and I didn't want to split them up where some of them were on the tower and some of them were in the nail polish drawers. So I decided to do KB shimmer, but then all of my ILNPs didn't fit in the drawer. So I actually need to get a new Helmer drawer. So I am going to go to IKEA soon, which I will bring you guys along for because I really need to organize these. They're not in a very good order and they're also not organized within the drawers. So I definitely need to do that. But in the meantime, I thought it would be fun to put my KB shimmers on there because I think I have a nice rainbow of them and I don't have too many. And I figured I'll probably fill this relatively fast. They just came out with 9 new polishes, so I'll fill one more side and then I'll maybe have like half of this shelf left to fill. And also I know that Orly is going to be coming out with new stuff for spring summer because they do their breathable line like in between seasons. I feel like it's not going to be hard to fill up. I don't know, I'm a little conflicted about the experience of painting this. Like I said, it wasn't my first time doing it. I did find myself feeling a little frustrated, but it ended up being fine. I think it's just, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't want this to be a permanent fixture in my videos. Once I have a more permanent housing situation, like once I buy a place, I do want to maybe have some like custom professionally built shelving, although I have no idea when that's going to happen, so this will be my little companion until then. I get a lot of comments whenever I bring it up, and I'm anticipating it'll potentially happen in the comments of this video, so I do want to address that before I finish the video. A lot of people bring up, well, not a lot, but I get a few comments every time I mention it that it's potentially disrespectful to my current partner that I own something that was made for me by a previous partner. And I just wanted to say, first of all, if Ryan, my partner, had any problem with me owning this, I would not keep it, and I would totally respect that. However, he does not care, and personally, I don't think of it in a sentimental way. Obviously, I like to give credit where credit is due, so when people ask, I don't want to lie about it, but I also have, taken it apart and put it back together more than once. But personally, it doesn't feel like a sentimental gift. I think it was just a useful gift. I ended up having it in the background of my videos, and it almost became a part of my brand. I don't want to say it is a part of my brand because I don't want it to be a permanent thing. The main reason that I keep it is because it is a display piece for nail polishes, which is what this channel, well, not this channel, but what my main channel is about. And I feel like the way that I think of it is, if you're, and it's okay if the answer is no, but if your ex made you a computer or made you a kitchen table, would you keep it after you broke up? And for me personally, I would not get rid of something practical just because it was given to me by somebody who I am no longer in contact with. And like I said, it's okay if you are not the same as me. I'm not gonna judge anybody for getting rid of things or if you feel a sentimental attachment to things. But if I'm being totally honest, I don't think about the person who made this for me. I'm not in contact with him. You know, I wish him the best, but I'm also would be very, very happy if I never see him or talk to him again. So yeah, I don't think of this as a sentimental gift. Ryan absolutely does not care. And like I said, if he did, I would totally respect his wishes and not have it. But if anything, I have put so much more work into maintaining this thing. Like I said, I've taken it apart and put it back together and repainted it multiple times. Yeah, no, it doesn't feel like that to me. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me for the repainting of the nail polish tower, which is very, very overdue. Even though it's not the exact color I wanted, I don't have any plans on changing it. I think I'm just going to keep it until I am in a situation where I can buy something professional. Overall, I'm glad it is done. I'm glad it's taken care of. It's not a thing that's looming over me, and you will be seeing it in my videos. I will be back because I need to buy another Helmer and reorganize my nail polishes, so maybe we can do that in the next vlog, but I won't make any promises because clearly I am a bit of a procrastinator. So yeah, that is it for this one. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.